Explain.
Stops you dropping it below a certain gear. So you can set, I don't want it to go into neutral by accident, or I don't want it to go in first gear by accident. You have to hit a button to do it. I'm going to go to the left.
You're not using a shifter?
Not at the moment, no. I've got one here, but I'm not used to it. I mean, I'm just going to fly off all the time.
This is my first race with a shifter. It's...
Really?
Yeah.
I've got to spend time practicing before I do that.
Do you know what? It's one of the things I held off the longest to get, thinking it would be useless and I wouldn't bother. It's one of the best things.
It's one of the first things I wanted to get.
I left it till really late. But it's brilliant for things like this.
I'm just like you, Dave. I still haven't got it, but then I drove this morning. I said, oh, I'm ordering a shifter today.
Yeah, for this sort of car, it's just ideal.
I can't remember if it was it Stuart or Andy that bought one. It was like, oh god, I gotta get one now. I can't remember.
Yeah, Andy.
It was Andy, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, everybody's getting them now. It's like a disease then, isn't it?
I've got a Logitech one, and all the
Oh yeah.
I'm not
the
sure
other room.
about whether to do it in VR because you've got to find all the gears.
Yeah, because it's quite little, isn't it?
Yeah, but muscle memory you'll find it. I wouldn't worry about that.
The Logitech shifter's quite small though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I have one too, but
I had one, yeah.
right now.
Don't worry about it in VR. You'll just remember where things are. You were saying, I thought you were using VR, and then you got a button box. Well, I know where the button box is, and I know where all the settings are. So never hit anything by accident. I've got my VR reset on there and a whole bunch of other things.
Oh, VR resets on the wheel for me.
Engine restart. Oh no, when I had it on the wheel, I kept hitting it by accident. And of course, if I'm looking around the corner, that's not good.
Yeah, I do hit stuff by mistake, that's right.
Is that you in front of me?
Yeah! Is it holding on? Yeah, I made it!
Oh!
You are now 15 seconds faster than your previous lap. Mainly because you've actually made it round that corner for the first time.
Oh, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Anthony, it's full damage, so look after the car tonight.
Oh, Tokyo Drift.
Drift racing, I don't get it. And when I watch like drift racing competitions where those guys are going around it, since some of their scoring is based on the drifting part, it's like even if the guy crosses the finish line first, it's like, well, who won?
Who drifted the best? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, they're both going around, everybody's drifting, smoke everywhere. Okay, it's like, okay, what does it get judged by? It's weird. Makes me feel very old, like I'm that old guy. Oh, that's not racing.
But drifting's been around for ages. I mean, the father of drifting, he's in his 60s now.
Yeah.
Oh, ancient.
Young.
was young when he started.
I think I'm gonna run out of fuel.
Again?
I'm a second up. Oh.
I just held it.
Yeah, I can't think of the.
Crash or crash?
Last
think
they
one
made
is
it.
wonderful when you get it right. Just on the
Need to
limit
switch-
of grip.
The leader has just done a 206.3.
I don't think of that guy's name. That driver who does all the Gymkhana stuff.
Oh yeah. Ah,
What's his face?
Yeah, it's
10
like
block?
cars. What would you say?
Ken Block or something like that, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, he has cars like specially designed just for him. Shit. I think it was him that they, a couple years ago, somebody made him, they built him a drifting Mustang.
Yep.
I've
That
seen
was
that, yeah.
Man, that thing
He
was
took it to the
crazy. Yeah, thing just crazy.
I think there's a video of him taking it around the streets of LA.
He's definitely
Yeah.
one of them doing around London. Did it at the
Yeah,
Top Gear.
yeah,
minutes 37. I get around here.
Yeah.
I should stop.
driving just crazy through some of those real tight streets.
Need to close the brake ducts. They're too cold.
Oh. Okay, that's enough. Let me go and fetch Jim. I forgot Jim.
Uh-oh. Gotta have
Where are
Jim.
you, Jim? Where are you?
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. You've got cold brakes all around. Be careful.
Still in R factor 2.
Yeah, I raised my tire pressures up to
The leader's just
One-
done a 205.7.
25.38.
Nice lap time, man. Liking that.
Hey, I can't get back into.
Cars are very restrictive on the setups. You can't move the camber angle past -2.
No traction control, no OBS.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Can't move the like the ride height. It doesn't go very low. Some of the adjustments are just very, very limited.
You can't change the brake blanking. The brakes are freezing cold.
No, I can't get back into.
Yeah.
I'm on stock everything if it helps.
That doesn't help.
That's even more impressive of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm wondering if you're changing too much is actually detrimental.
No, all I'm doing is tyre pressures and then trying to deal with the tyre pressures and just a little tweak to keep the temperatures in range, which is fine, it's all working. And the only thing other than that would be, if I could, I'd change the brake blanking just to keep pressures in, so the temperatures in range, but
Yeah, but
nothing else. Strategy sorted.
if you use a round wheel, what do you keep the steering lock at in the game?
I've got it at 26, 25.
Yeah, I keep mine at 26, but I have a formula wheel. So.
Yeah, but it could be done anyway. Still got a log.
Yeah, I figured it would be less, because sometimes when you go into the, look at the setups that some people use in the time trial things, I've noticed they'll have the steering lock at 20 degrees, and when I see it that low, I just assume that they have a round wheel that they can, spin around and shit. Because if I set it that low with this formula wheel, it's fuck that.
205, Davey.
Yeah, it was just driving like smooth and cautious rather than being balls out, I think.
Yeah, I'd only
The
drive
old-
balls out.
Slow in, fast out, I think, was the key.
Yeah. Being smooth through that chicane is crucial, I think,
terrible.
to getting a good lap.
That's
Yeah,
a good time, dude.
You've got to brake. I was braking way before the 100 meters there.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
I'm-
yeah. I'll
I'm
break
breaking
in
it like
between the
150.
200. Yeah, in
Yeah,
between the
150.
2 to 100 balls. I'll break.
First chicane.
Yeah.
I'm braking on the 100.
Nah, that's too late, bro. I'm 150.
It was 100.
Ah.
Lucky for you, I'm at the back.
I'm braking for 2 corners ahead.
But it's also third gear is sometimes your friend as well, isn't it? As your
Yes.
Have you got your
Oh, yeah,
setups
it
ready
is.
to go? Your fuel ready to go?
Yeah. All ready.
Oh,
As ready as I'll ever be.
Standing start.
Oh, cold. Right.
Is
okay,
it?
gentle?
I don't know.
Well, we'll know if we're moving in a moment.
It'll be
looks
standing
like-
start.
So,
clutch.
pull off.
Right.
Good luck, everybody. Let's
But when we come up to the chicane,
Well-
chaps, just take it nice and easy.
Cool, Midge.
That out.
Nothing can be won on the first lap.
It could all be lost.
Everybody in
Everybody's
front.
ready.
so I'm-
Make sure
I'm
you're
lucky.
ready. Okay. Just 2 left.
Big
Yep.
Bruce. Bruce normally needs a
Bruce.
warning.
Yeah, just a second. I just got back.
You got 40 seconds.
and Victor.
Victor's not ready yet. Quick start.
Well, they've got 30 seconds.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yep, that's
No.
it.
Just Victor.
There's
I'm
Brett.
here. I'm just trying to assign some buttons.
You got 20 seconds, otherwise you're going to start from the pit.
I don't even think you start from the pit, do you?
5 minutes.
No, you just don't start.
Yeah, they kick you out here.
Green.
It's all so gentlemanly.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's riding the curb.
Oh,
Put the lights on.
there's an idea.
Makes it easier to see your dash.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You won't need your lights.
You can see the dash.
Yeah, I can see my dash great now, though.
Oh yeah. Much better.
Oh, yeah.
Tyres aren't quite warm yet, are they?
No.
No, easy boys.
Yeah, I hate this corner.
Yeah, me too.
You always have to brake like
Yeah.
100
I always
meters
get
earlier
stopped
than
and
you.
left it there.
Actually, this one even worse.
Yeah.
So easy to slide to the outside.
Hit the barriers.
Yep.
Takes a very steady hand.
Oh man, my car's in bits. There we go. Oh, the lights are still working. Huh? I just basically touched the grass
V6.
Oh yeah.
and touched the grass at over 250 k's. It's not a clever idea, I have to say.
Curve there.
Yeah, it is.
Just knowing you can't hit the curbs and can't touch the grass. It's like, oh.
VR jumps.
I have to come off the brakes, Joe, to flip the throttle, so you might be able to save time on me on braking.
Oh,
Not an auto blip to help you out.
I don't think there is when you're on manual.
oh, Jill. Dave, how good is this?
Mate, I knew me and you would bet it again.
How fucking good is this?
Oh. I'm out.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Track limits there.
Anybody else heading to the pit now?
Grass
Oh,
is
that
doomed.
suspension's going to need sorting. You'll need to come in.
I gotta go in.
Where's the pit limiter line, by the way?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I just slowed right down before we
Sure.
saw.
I think the 2 cones would be my gamble, but
Yeah.
Oh, in that curve again.
Air temp's increasing. It's now 26 Celsius. P10. Your rear brakes are cold, mate.
When I was in single player practice, I went to use my brake bias adjustment knob.
Nope.
And it just said, nope. Just came up with a big NA.
Again.
Oh, I got greedy then. I got really greedy. Almost back there.
Happening too often for me.
The penalty's too severe, you can't afford to.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch you guys up.
It's now 8.5.
Overdriving.
The best way to do that is to let us fall off. Do you mean then come by when we're on the grass?
Come by, come by.
Like this. Oh.
Been booted from the server yet again.
Have
No, I
ya?
don't like
Yeah,
that.
I saw you
What?
left.
I have never. This is the only one I have problems with.
But it's always you, so what's going on here?
No. I know, I'm really close to your server.
Leader has just done 06.6.
But I don't think it's a server, because I think it used to happen when I hosted, and now we're on Nathan's hosting.
Okay. So, I mean, I haven't done it yet, but I was going to reorganise everything to do with my network to do a separate one just for this.
Cold tires all round.
It's
Oh,
also
I fucked that up
possible
so bad. Oh
because
god.
my neighbour uses my internet and he's been handing out the bloody password to lots of people. So I'm about to cut him off completely.
Oh yeah, that'd be the end of that right there.
But he's meant to have
That
it,
should
so-
be the only person you never share your password with.
Well, no, I
really,
mean,
shouldn't it, your neighbour?
it's a separate connection, and it's got its own separate password. It's completely separated. But
Have you just come off, Bruce?
I couldn't get back on the grass. I was sliding around like I was on a iced over pond.
Temperature's increasing. It's now
When you're on the grass, you put it in shift in third gear. That's easier. Don't
I
go
will
to the
try
first.
that. I am back on. That took like 20-25 seconds to get back.
I've got something rattling, but I don't know what it is.
The neighbor, he uses your bandwidth, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, he's not there most of the time. It's so he doesn't have his own internet. He lives in France, and we go and stay at his place regularly. And I asked him not to give it to people, because sometimes people stay at his place, but he's just been handing it out.
Oh, fuck that.
And I think there's a few kind of naughty things going on there, so I'm saying this weekend coming I was going to cut it all off.
Yeah.
Who was in the grass there?
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 11 seconds.
I think it was
Yeah,
Stewart.
me and Victor had a little nudge.
But Stewart is jumping all over the place.
It was good racing, man.
Yeah, he was blinking out in front of me, Iggy.
Ah,
Oh, Joe, could you get any more green on your car? There they come.
It's quite handy because I can see exactly where he is.
If it weren't for your brake lights.
Your car was going, let's say, it's just going jump down the
Oh
road, so
shit!
jump 5 meters.
Ah!
But not.
God,
Joe,
no.
nice and smooth.
Where's my penalty, guys?
Joe had
Where's
an
my
off.
penalty?
Oh, get off the fucking glass!
No penalties. Where's my penalty? Must have a penalty.
I'll take that freebie.
I'll blame you for that, Clarky.
Your car's working fine, and so it's nice and smooth.
Well, I didn't get no damage, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how.
Oh. I thought that was a fucking place!
hello. We meet in the barrier.
Fucking hell. Oh, it's fucked, got a pit.
No, dude. Well, you might. And I don't think you do it on one on the fuel. Can you not limp round a bit?
Nah, the car's fucked.
It didn't take long to repair mine, so...
I don't even know where the pit
Still
entry
in
is.
Come out the
Final
last
corner
bend
on the
and
right.
turn right.
I don't know where the braking point is, huh?
Well, if your car's damaged, you don't want to do a normal braking point anyway. Better to crawl in than get a penalty.
The sun's out now.
Oh dear, that was good up until that point.
Like Stewart is inside of me. It's blinking.
It'll be in it.
So what happened?
I got caught on the glass. Click the glass.
The gap behind is now 6.8.
I nearly did the same thing on the same lap as you.
Yeah,
I
fucking.
just missed it. I just missed it.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, dragged me on.
It's all my fault,
Yeah.
you can share.
Probably following my brake lights, wouldn't you?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Stuart's car is somewhat shorter than the average Porsche.
I've got off getting some repaired. I didn't. Oh, they take ages to repair my car.
Oh.
Your right tyres are
The,
cold. Alright, Nathan. Our refueling window will open after.
Ping time is funny because your
Should close at about
cars keep driving
13
off and
minutes.
flying into the sky and then suddenly reappearing on track. Much better than the modern one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I much prefer this track to the modern. It just
Yeah, it's a
flows so
Seems like
well.
they ruined a good track to get that. I don't think they did well.
To get they needed a grade 1. Heard about the Brno track? Gone bust, so developers bought it. It's going to turn it into houses.
Oh man.
What?
Yeah.
What a waste.
Yeah.
Which track?
Fuck.
Brno.
Bruno.
Brno, yeah. It may not be a fully done deal.
You've just done a 218.
Lots of MotoGP.
Temperatures rising.
Excellent track.
41 Celsius.
Is that Czechoslovakian one?
It just got on Race Room recently.
Yeah, it's on the border between the Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Yeah. So they make the machine guns.
I went there not long after the Velvet Revolution. You're amazed what you could buy.
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 14 seconds. The gap behind is now decreased to 6.6. Okay, Nathan, you've used half your fuel.
Got half my fuel left.
That might be outside track limits.
When you snatch for a paddle and it's not there.
Yeah.
Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. The gap ahead is now 5.6 seconds.
Driving this car requires a lot of sawing the wheel, as they say.
seconds. Your tyre temperatures look good.
It's like everybody's dropping out.
Yeah,
No,
what's going on with that?
No, I came on with spectating because I'd already been dropped on.
Sector 3 is 3.3 seconds off the pace.
Oh, I managed not to follow you then, Chris.
Almost. To not go too far as well. I knew that was going to happen at some
I was
point.
almost following you right in there.
I just had a big off. Give you some encouragement.
That's good news.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
You're 18 seconds ahead there. Blimey. I haven't really worked out the chicane properly yet.
Well, you're in seconds, you're not doing bad.
Okay, Nathan, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
See you there, Victor.
I see you.
I wonder what
Nice
the
one,
sides are going to be like towards the
Jim
end.
was telling me, he's like, Brown is reeling you in.
Sector 3 is 3.0 off the pace.
To be fair, I think that's the best run off the chicane I've had.
P8.
I think this turn was one of the trickiest.
Definitely.
Is that the one in front of the stadium? Or in the infield?
I don't know. I don't know the name of it. Victor might.
The tighter left hand before you get to the hill to come over to the start finish line.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, Nathan, that's half distance.
No, exactly the one.
7 minutes of fuel remaining. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 6.7.
Yeah, it's like there's that left-hander like at the top of that hill, and then at the bottom of the hill, that tighter one that it seems like you could go pretty fast, but then you get like halfway through it and you're like, shit, I gotta slow way down.
Yeah, and then you're too late.
Yeah, and by then you're in the grass. It's too late.
Yeah, the ground falls away from you, doesn't it? You're coming down the hill.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, and that left-hand turn, yeah. When you're coming to it, you think, oh, I can go as fast as I did at the last one, because it's like deceptive. You get in the middle of it, and you're like, shit, I'm going too fast.
You have to brake like really early.
Yeah.
behind is now 3.2 seconds.
Yeah, there's a little building that's like on the hill to the right. When I get where I estimate where I'm about beside that is usually where I start braking at that corner.
So where's the pit lane speeding thing?
I think it's at the front of the garages, right at the beginning of the
I
garages.
think there's a triangle bollard just at it.
Sector 1 is 2.1, off the pace. The right sides are cold.
Oh! Ah!
Ah!
Good save, Nathan.
My suspension up again!
I'm gonna go and have a piss. I think I'll be back in the.
Car left, rear left.
20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
Straight off.
The car ahead's pitting now.
Where are you going?
It's not very straight!
Speed in the pit lane.
That was 216.4. Sector 2 is 5.3, off the pace.
Jesus Christ!
What happened, Stuart?
Yeah, I don't know how you got ahead of me. In the pits.
Yeah, I followed you in, and now I'm like miles ahead.
Yeah.
At least you had damage. Did you have any damage?
I did go for a slag. I had a burger. Might have been that.
Yeah, maybe.
I got speed in the pit lane. Cone's quite early.
Fair's fair, Chris. I pushed you out of that corner.
The car in front is pitting.
Why did I not get new tires? Ridiculous.
Okay, Nathan. Very little fuel left. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Thought I was going left, thought you was going right.
When we leave the pits,
Yeah,
we think
sorry,
we'll
I
be
thought-
at A7, just ahead of the 8.
I went to move to the other side, and I think I
Don't
moved
worry
to the
about
same
it.
side as you.
Keep going.
You came the other way.
Whoever didn't get their tyres changed probably won't matter on a track like this. They seem to be holding up very well.
Unless it's
No,
mandatory.
I didn't get tyres.
No, it's not mandatory.
Somebody's bonnet through the air.
Yeah, that was mine.
Riddler's bonnet just flew up in the sky. About 50 feet.
I was making a lot of noise.
There's a bit of track stuck in the air when I was looking at earlier on, over the start finish straight.
Oh, I need to concentrate.
I'm going to drive into the pit and try and tell you where it is. Oh right, there's two yellow and white bollards basically. Two yellow and white cones. Yellow and black cones.
You can't even brake when you're on the grass, can you? 'Cause it doesn't fucking slow you down.
No.
Just reverse. Just reverse instead.
It's doing so well.
Yeah, so on the way into the pit, you will see a black and yellow
Go.
cones, a bit like bee stings.
There's a car behind. Take care, rejoin him.
Just try going around in the Formula Gen
Great temperatures are fine, mate.
the V10 Gen 2. In full wets, you can do 137s easily.
I don't know how I stopped there. No idea how I stopped.
Okay, Nathan. Don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 15 minutes left.
Gonna need sunglasses.
I hope it's starting to get dark.
No, it won't get dark. It goes to dusk.
Oh, if you turn your lights on, it lights up your dash.
Yeah. Just now figured that out?
I just checked it out.
Yeah, we talked about that in the first like 30 seconds of the race.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Joe was concentrating really hard then, though.
Yeah, we were all. There were several of us that were like, "Hey, look, I can see my dash great now with my lights on."
Oh, I did hear that.
Yeah.
I must say, I prefer this to the BM yesterday.
Oh yes.
That BM's way quicker than the GT3, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Who's up there?
Well, Magnus said it wasn't. I was like, no, it definitely is.
No, I
We
mean,
were arguing about,
Oh yeah, it's well quicker.
it's a Formula 1 engine in a space frame,
Yeah.
basically.
That's good.
Was that my fault, Victor, man?
No, mate, that was my fault.
Ah.
Come through. Come through. You coming?
Well, that's
got any
sunny.
splinters,
Right.
Stu? Any splinters?
The gap behind is now 15 seconds.
Oh, it's brilliant racing, man. Really good. Close as hell.
Car's unforgiving if you go gung ho. That's for sure.
Yes, Kai.
The gap in front is now 3.4.
Come on, dude. Let's go and get second place.
Let's do that.
I got too excited.
Oh, I so want to unlock myself with this, but I've got to watch this unfold.
Oh. car does not look good.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Snow's gone.
I just looked in the mirror. I looked in the bloody
You
mirror.
locked your
That's all I
brake.
did. I was all over the shop. Oh, fuck.
I was watching you go wider and wider.
Oh, I
And you,
love it.
Joe?
I didn't know what gear I was in. That's what it was, no? That's all it took.
I said I'm not following him out there.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Where are you going?
18 seconds are lost on that lap. Shit.
Thank you, Jan.
Oh.
Oh, Jan, sorry.
Oh no, it's my mistake.
Nathan,
but
where'd you come from?
Speeding up. Getting the handle of the car now.
Man, I was waiting for a blue flag, and all of a sudden, here you are.
Yeah, once you get the handle of this car, it's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love it.
To be fair, it is fun.
Okay, Nathan,
Yeah.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
First time I've driven this car.
Have you got a manual shifter, Victor?
Yeah, but not in manual mode, unfortunately.
I think manuals, I don't know, but I think it's a little bit easier with the manual shifter. I think downshifts lock up less and stuff, so I think you get a bit more forgiveness with the manual shifter than what you're probably experiencing with the sequential.
More control.
Okay, go again, Joe.
Go on, I'll let you go, mate. I won't get
No,
in
no,
it.
no, just go. Otherwise, you're dead on my tail for the rest of the race, which I don't enjoy.
Oh,
7th.
cheers, mate. I don't want to interfere with your battle with Victor, so.
Oh well. You lead me to him.
The gap behind is now 0.9.
Where's my...
Lovely long shadows on the dashboard now.
Unfortunately for me, I have to pit again.
Did you pit early for damage?
Yeah,
No,
I'll pit you twice for damage, I
because I
did.
ran out of fuel, but I didn't fuel to the top.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fuel for half the race, didn't I?
Schoolboy error.
Nightmare. Nightmare. I did warn you guys.
Big time.
Check your fuel.
But because of this wheel, I'm now trying to remember what buttons are, but then realise I didn't map any buttons. Now that's a schoolboy error.
What buttons are people using? Because I've got no buttons on my wheel.
I have the push to talk.
Well, I've got pit select. I've got the
Pit
I've
limiter.
got the control and select. Everything is on the other wheel, so
Yeah,
this wheel is absolutely brand spanking fresh.
So you bought a brand new wheel?
Oh, I'm coming for you, Bruce.
Next.
Birthday's coming up, and I've already opened my present. Let's put it that way.
Was it a present to yourself or from a third party?
To myself.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even look at this.
Nah.
No way.
That's always the best ones, the ones you buy yourself.
If my missus knew how much I spent on this fucking sim racing hobby, she'd fuck me right off.
Yeah, that's a deposit for a house. That's what they'll say. Or,
On the engagement ring.
yeah, or yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Or a new sofa, curtains, soft furnishings.
They'll be like, you could have bought something for me.
Well, let's
Oh
put
my
it this
god.
way. This
Joe,
wheel,
is your car turbocharged?
That's the state of your car. It's falling apart.
That's why you're going so slow, Bruce. Your car is falling apart.
Is it really? Is it look bad?
It's a bodywork falling off it.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
I was wondering. Okay. That's the problem.
this wheel actually cost me another P1X.
So what is it?
So GSI, Gomez Sim Racing.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The car behind is catching. The gap's now 2.9.
What is that? Is that like a round one, a Formula M? What is it?
It's a Formula with a screen. To be fair, the other wheel was a Formula as well, but I don't drive any other car, so it didn't make any sense to buy anything.
What was wrong with the other Formula M?
It had done 4.5 years.
That figures. I can believe that.
And I bet it doesn't have a screen either.
You're certainly right about that.
And it's coming on the right, Bruce.
It wasn't one of the best made wheels either. It started to creak, so that's not good.
It's all making sense now.
Is that you in the yellow, Joe?
Yeah, that's me, mate. In the green.
Is it green, is it?
Yeah.
Fight for third place in a minute, I think. Maybe, if I can get there. Without crashing.
You gotta love the sunsets in this game.
You're all over the place, Dave. You
I-
have a drink?
The front wheels are just all over. It's like really, like.
Oh, you've been on the fucking juice, haven't you?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have. I can't. What's it? Stop! Look at that. Brakes are on full, and I'm heading miles away. Oh, there's a visible wall there.
Wow, you're pretty far off track.
Yep. It just won't stop.
You almost went to the forest.
Oh, look now. Now I'm just spinning without. Oh, going back the same way.
Third gear, third gear, third gear.
I got to go reverse first,
Yeah.
and then.
That's something the track works. Bam! Still at the back. I'm looking for you. There's nobody coming. You can reverse back.
So that's just like no throttle, and you just do a 360.
Yeah, you do pirouettes out there.
Oh, there, look.
Still nobody coming. You can come back on.
I know. I'm trying.
Where is it? He's got to be in the
Just
midfield.
coming in. Yeah, they
That's
come.
me. Where is he?
Still a few hundred
I see him.
pieces.
I see him. He's back on.
He's
He's back
catching up. He's catching up.
That was just.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
They need to sort that out, don't they? Really?
What, the wall?
No,
It's a wall.
just the grip level of grass.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit much in it.
It's just ridiculous, really. So that's.
actually tried driving very wide tyres with very little weight on moist grass?
But it'll be dry though. That's the thing, isn't it? It's,
You just spin round and round.
Yeah, racing slicks on grass.
No, you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but these wheels should be quite. Shouldn't they be sticky? After on this tarmac. You'd think they'd better get some traction on the grass.
Not much.
You have to go slow.
oh,
Nate, what are you doing?
I don't know. It's good. Must have got some arrow or something, because.
Last lap. Oh mate, that was the nuts. I just drifted it through that chicane. That was so fucking good.
Phew. That was good.
Well done, Dave.
Yeah, well done, man.
Yeah, good race, guys. I really enjoyed that.
Good race, Dave.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was good. Even like picked twice for fucking damage.
I mean, I said at the beginning it's going to be the case of who can stay on the track. Do you know what I mean? It's not really about
Yeah,
speed
yeah.
because
Just
the
got-
mistakes are so they take so long to rectify that you just can't afford to make a mistake.
Yeah.
So
I mean, one of my offers was literally because I looked in the rear view mirror.
here's an interesting bug for you. If you come in to spectate, you guys are talking about how much you got busted on the car, broken off, and so on. If you come in to spectate, the cars are pristine. So if you're not there, if you're not spectating from the beginning, you don't see any of the damage, or you only see damage that happens after you arrive.
Yeah, I think it's because the server doesn't manage that sort of information. It's all client based. The
Yeah.
server's just organising coordinates and stuff.
Yeah, so it'll pass details that something's been damaged, and then your local machine will keep track of it. And if you're not there,
Go by on the left, Victor.
It's fun, guys.
yeah.
Matt just got it.
The one time I got, well, the times I've got to the end of the race, I've rebooted the machine completely. Nobody else has been in the house, so maybe I need to just kick the family out.
My car's in a bit bad shape.
Victor, that wasn't intentional. They took over my car and it just keep driving. I don't have control.
It immediately took control from me as soon as I hit the wall.
Oh shit!
It ran me right into you. I can't believe they did that.
Wait, I've got my fastest lap was a 2:04.
Yep.
Jesus Christ!
That's on the one just before where you
Bloody hell, man.
where you drifted it through the chicane.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was just before that one. It's the lap before that one.
That's awesome, dude.
2:04.8. Oh, fucking hell.
Need to work on a consistency, Joe, for that sort of lap speed.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fast, dude. 2 seconds. That's amazing.
Hot lap,
Yeah,
Brett.
fucking hell. Yeah, one
Fire
lap,
and
one lap, I'm a one lap hero.
Yeah, there you go.
Know how you feel.
Like I say, that's what Anthony does. He normally puts in a classic lap.